And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Michael, the FXFreedom, and this is the Professional Forex Trading Course 101. Hello, Lynn, how are you? Hello, boss and friends, happy Tuesday. Ernesto is saying hello, Lynn, and everyone. Hello, Ala, how are you? Alright, everybody, never forget, trading is a learnable skill when you learn in the correct way. And never forget, you're going to graduate from this course when number one, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number two, you have your strategy in place, you understand why you win, why you lose. And number three, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction, long or short, for the week. Right, everybody? And the picture here for questions and or homeworks, everybody, you have the Gmail contact, and for lessons and workshops and such, you have the Skype, right? Never forget, this Saturday, just quickly, this Saturday we have the workshop about how to acquire the 7-figure trader mindset, everybody. Okay, it's going to be 4 hours. We have only 3 more seats, 20 people max. Alright, 3 more seats. Alright, what is today? Professional trader course, support, resistance and pivot points inside the market structure. Alright, we need to finish this one. Okay, so this is from yesterday. We were talking about support, resistance, pivot points in the multiple time frame trading. And we are talking about long or short in here. We explained to you, hopefully, that the red is stronger than the green. Those two are two different patterns. Those two are two different stories, right? Okay, and that you should go short in here. Now, whoops. There you go. Now, getting out of the daily number 2. Remember, everybody, yesterday's lesson? So, just to finish, the last one, number 3. If you are seeing the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, this is what you see. How would you trade the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart based on number 3? Let's make a poll, everybody. Yeah, I forgot to send you. Everybody, give me a second. I'm going to write down, right? Inner circle. Give me a second. I need to write down inner circle. Inner circle. Should we call it FX boss inner circle? No, I don't have it. I need to build it. All right. Boss, can I pay your workshop in installments? Sure, everybody, don't worry. Remember, we are not selling you courses, we are looking for traders. Me personally, I'm looking for traders. Alright, we are trying to help you in any possible way. Shora says long, Dimitar says go long. Okay, why long? Why long, everybody? What is different from example number 1 to example number 2 to example number 3? Why long? If you go long on number 3, everybody, isn't the monthly chart making lower lows, lower highs? Isn't the weekly chart making lower lows, lower highs? Why long? Ernesto long too. Okay, why? There is no right or wrong, but we need to explain the why, right? Start of a new extension on what time frame? Hello, Wisdom, how are you? No, there is no right or wrong. Long, long, long. Why long? What is different? The market's making new extension. How do you know? Weekly is ending the retracement. Monthly is about to kick the pivot point. How do you know? So far, everybody, you must learn something. So far, all of you are speculating. It's pure, until you explain the why, it's pure speculation. The daily starting a new extension. How do you know? See, everybody, I'm going to take Ernesto just an example. Weekly is ending the retracement. So if weekly is ending the retracement, then the next leg is going to be down. Agreed, everybody? Agreed, everybody? And the weekly, if weekly is ending the retracement, and we are here, what do you think is going to happen on the daily chart, 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart? Dimitar is starting a new extension on the daily. How do you know? Again, same question, right? 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. How do you know that it's making a new extension? Dimitar is here, number 3, making a new extension. How do you know? The daily starting a new extension, says Ernesto too. How do you know? One candle on the daily means absolutely nothing, everybody. Give me a second, everybody. I need to take something. Alright, everybody, sorry about that. Dimitar says market wave structure on the daily. Alright, but still, how do you know that it's ending or starting a new extension? I mean, on weekly, market wave is ending the retracement using the short-term trend as a retracement. Hello, Clara. Daily confirmation time frame looks to push down as it as the pivot point area, and weekly does the same, and so trading time frame 4 hour appears to make new low. Shola says the no confirmation uptrend, but 7, 8, 9 the market will go up. The market has broke the pattern, it makes a high, there is a high probability to go long. 1 hour, 2 hour is an uptrend daily, 75% confirmed. Exactly, everybody. Okay. Hello, Julius. The reason, everybody, the only reason you are thinking of going long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart is that on number 3, the market made a higher high. Boss, can you repeat, please? Yes, sir. And example number 1, the market made equals highs In the example number 2, it was a lower high. In the example number 3, the market made the higher high from the daily standpoint. Okay? And somebody's yelling at me already, but it didn't touch the pivot point. Here you have it, everybody. Make sense? This is the big difference between the example number 1, example number 2, and example number 3. The monthly is the same, the weekly is the same, but the number 3 is different, right? So when you have the monthly like this and the weekly like this, something's happening. Something's happening with Bitcoin. The dogs are getting crazy, right? So you have here, everybody, the monthly is down, the weekly it's like this, right? And you might say, okay, now the daily is going to push down, right? Because this is an area, all right? This is an area, and sometimes the market does this. Sometimes the market is not going to hit past support. Make sense, everybody? Let's check Bitcoin. Do you want Bitcoin? Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Clone chart. Give me a second. Bitcoin. Something's happening with Bitcoin. I agree. Close. Yes, Ichi and Fibor are always fighting. Always, always, always. Give me a second, everybody. Come on. Boss, are the 2 dogs on Instagram? Yes, sir. Doesn't want to appear daily, Bitcoin dollar daily chart, weekly chart. Come on, J4X, come on, come on, come on. Doesn't work, slow today. Alright, everybody, anyways, the monthly it's like this, the weekly it's like this, but the daily, see, the monthly and the weekly are in the same. Then depending how the daily is going to behave, there is a high probability that this market is going to start to push up. Okay? The daily chart is going to show you, probability wise, 7 times out of 10, okay, what is going to happen. If the weekly would still push down, would not make a higher high on the daily. Bitcoin, whoa, there you go, weekly chart. Weekly chart, look at this, everybody, weekly chart, Bitcoin. This is why the dogs are getting crazy. Monday, Tuesday, look in here. Wow, nice, huh, Julius? Can you see it, everybody? When the dogs are barking, something is happening with Bitcoin generally. They know. They know something is happening. Alright. Okay, everybody, are we clear here on what's the difference on the daily one, second example, third example, high? Okay. Yes, this is just an example. If the weekly, because, so here is the lesson. Support, resistance, pivot points are areas. Okay? And sometimes the market is not going to hit the pivot point or touch the pivot point exactly at the area, is going to react a few pips before. And you are going to see it on the smaller time frame. Does this make sense to you? Boss, isn't this a premature entry? Great question. Answer, depending on your strategy. Make sense, everybody? Depending on your strategy, this would be considered from the daily chart. Premature entry, maybe not premature entry. Ernesto says, yes, clear. Actually helped me to clarify some things from yesterday. Please, sir, how did you connect your docs to crypto market? I don't know, Shola. I have no idea. Those are the mysteries of life. I guess they I guess the dogs love the crypto market, you know. Alright, everybody, any questions before we finish about support, resistance, pivot points in the multiple time frames? No, all good, all clear. Alright. Okay. This is Bitcoin. Alright, everybody. Boss, can we use the knowledge from the Forex market to the crypto market? I don't know. Everybody, I'm not suggesting to. Okay. This is the Forex trading course, not the crypto trading course. Alright. I don't know. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. I don't know, everybody. Fair enough. I never use the knowledge from the Forex market into the crypto market. Alright? But in cryptos, the failure rate so far it's 99%. What? True story. Okay. It's open, the records are public, everybody. 99% of traders in the crypto market lose. Okay? The Forex it's 85-90. Crypto market 99%. Why? It's a new market, more volatile, bigger spikes. No, not investors, the traders. Alright? Okay. Support, resistance, pivot point inside the market structure. So you have an up market wave, everybody. Something like this. Alright? And you have a pivot point up in here. And the market's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. What are you going to do up in here? Yes, this is the lesson today. No, I'm not going to buy Bitcoin, not yet. I believe, in my humble opinion, Bitcoin is going to fall one more time before it gets up. Okay? I don't know, I don't have the crystal ball. But in my prediction, you know, macroeconomy, everybody, in my belief, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Most likely I'm wrong. In my opinion, before Bitcoin gets up and up and up, is going to do to something like this, to 13 somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't ask me, you know, oh, what do you think, what do you suggest? Don't ask me, you know, what do I know? I don't know. Fair enough. Take profit. Now, everybody, if you've entered here, this is your first trade, or if you are entering in here, those are two different trades. And here is the question, what are you going to do? Alright? Now, Dimitar says take profit. It would be too easy, Dimitar. If this is my risk, and if I profit take, then what? This is my risk reward ratio. My stop loss, talking about the first entry is on the market wave. on the yellow one. Give me a second, something like this, right? My first entry is on the yellow one, everybody. And if I'm risking one, I want to make two. There is no right or wrong. But Dimitar says, take profit, get out of the trade. If I get out of the trade, then is this a correct way to do, or is this not a correct way to do? What's the issue? Dimitar, what do you think? Everybody be careful of not taking small profits and big losers. Make sense, everybody? There is a way to go, but you need to be careful. Okay? You need to be careful, yes sir. Anybody else with the... So this is trade number one, right? Trade number one down in here. Clown. Edit label. Trade number two. Trade number two. Ernesto, on market structure, set my stop loss and let the market work through the first pivot point as it runs to the next. Monitor the market. Very good, everybody. So some of us, we tend to fear support resistance pivot points, and one way to go, and there is no right or wrong, it's just one way to go, is to let the market do what it does and stay in the trade and patiently wait. Make sense, everybody? Let the market, don't mess. Okay? Now there is no right or wrong. This is one option. Okay? I entered this trade, I'm making higher highs, higher lows, and I'm seeing the market near the pivot point, and maybe even the market is reversing on the short-term trend, making lower lows, lower highs. And Ernesto said a good thing. Well, let the market do what it does. Make sense, everybody? This is a way to go. Okay? Now, Ernesto and everybody else, sometimes the market is going to eat you alive and is going to go to break even. If you can sustain this, then it's good. Make sense, everybody? It's still going to reverse sooner or later. If the market is going to continue the market wave, is going to continue the wave. Is not going to break structure. The market wave is not going to stop you out. But many traders feel pain, feel emotional pain when we see our profits go to dust, right? Ernest is saying, I will be stopped or market will move up the next pivot point, the next we have to monitor the market. Dimitar, if the short-term trend starts reversing, we close. If it breaks the resistance and continues, we keep the positioning. Take the profit before the market approach support resistance or analyze the risk. Shola, don't trade. If you are close to the pivot point, you should lower your risk. Congratulations to you, everybody. All of your answers are correct. All of your answers are correct. The most challenging one is you getting out of the trade, everybody. Okay? If you get out of the trade in here, then you are going to encounter what it's called the risk-reward ratio problem. Make sense? Your initial risk was here. The market was making higher highs, higher lows, all good. then the market reversed, making lower lows, lower highs, which is okay. You pocket the profits, you didn't bet money on the table, and now you're waiting for the next short-term trend to change. And when the short-term trend changes, do you see the difference, the issue, everybody? Your risk just increased. Does this make sense to you, everyone? Michael, as you said many times, don't mix apples with bananas. In trading, the market structure must be patient and wait. Sure, be stopped, but no mix market structure with a short-term entry. Sure. Alright, everybody? So the risk-reward ratio becomes an issue. Boss, I don't understand. Alright, give me a second. Boss, I don't understand. Give me a second, everybody. Trade number one, trade number one. Boss, I don't understand. Okay. Extension, retracement, extension. Boss, I don't understand. Okay. Now, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Higher highs, higher lows. Okay, one trader said, boss, I don't understand. Alright, let's try to go another way. Okay. You are trading the yellow market wave, right? You are trading the yellow market wave. The yellow market wave most likely, now is going to start to extending. It's going to higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, until it's going to make a new high compared to the previous high. Alright? So the orange color, this one, it's a projection on what I think is going to happen. Okay, it's a projection. When I'm trading, I'm seeing the yellow one. And then I'm seeing a retracement, lower lows, lower highs, lower lower highs. And then in some point in time, I'm seeing higher highs, higher lows. So I'm projecting that the market is going to make a new extension. Alright? Alright. We talked yesterday that the best entry, talking about risk and probability, the best entry is the end of retracement trade. Talking about the market wave. And then we said the more the market gets into extension, it's extending and it's extending more and it's extending more, the riskier it gets. Why? Because after the extension, what must come? A retracement. Very good. A retracement must come. Alright? So I'm going to take out this one because I don't know what is going to happen, and I'm going to take this one out, this one out, this one out. Okay, we are here right now. Now, if the pivot point, focus on the yellow one, I'm going to hide the orange. If the pivot point is in here, this is totally different if the pivot point would be up in here. Does this make sense? Boss, what's the difference? So, pay attention, everybody. Now, this is the difficult stuff. Okay? Difficult meaning in understanding. If I trade like Ernesto, I don't care about pivot points. I'm going to let the market do what the market wants to do. And if the market wave, the market structure is going to continue, I am going to be a winner. It's just a matter of time. Does this make sense? You know, I'm trading the market wave from the daily or the weekly, not the 4 hour, but the daily or the weekly, and I don't care about pivot points. I entered in the correct way, my stop loss is down in here, and I don't bother. I'm just going to let the market do what it does, which is waving. Okay, so this is not going to affect you. Now, if this way of trading is not for you, and you feel pain when the market reverses and it's your profits, and there is no right or wrong, we are different people with different mindsets, with different psychological makeup, different personalities, what we accept, how we perceive the market. So I'm not going to stay in the market as Ernesto, but I'm going to pocket my profits. I'm not going to risk that the market is going to eat me alive. Okay? So far so good, right? And now, yes, but now I must re-enter. If this was my initial risk, 1 per 2, clone 1, 2, 3, 1 per 2. If this was my initial risk, I must. It's not I should, it's not I could, it's not I would. I must re-enter. Make sense, everybody? If I'm not re-entering, I'm taking small profits. So I'm going to make 5 trades, I'm going to pocket 5 small profits, and when the loser comes along, the loser is going to eat all my small profits away. Does this make sense? Does this make sense, everybody? Alright. So if this is in here, I'm going to wait for the market to make 2 higher highs, 2 higher lows again. I'm going to wait for the change in the short-term trend again, and I'm going to enter here, but my risk-reward ratio just changed. Make sense? And this becomes a problem. Make sense, everybody? Why? Because the market can reverse anyway, anytime. So if the reversal of the pivot point happens down in here, you know, this is still doable. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be hard work. It's still doable though. Okay? But you should not, absolutely not enter or exit the trade up in here. Why not? So this is the market, right? And it goes up and down, it waves, and it goes, you know, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then it goes lower lows, lower highs again. You know? Then this second and the dogs agree with me, and this second exit becomes more and more and more riskier. Boss, but it's still doable. No, it's not. Because if I exit in here, everybody, if I exit in here, give me a second. What we just said. The more the market wave is going to extend, the riskier it becomes. So if I exit in here and I pocket my profits and I re-enter and the market did not make a higher high, then this is going to be my risk. Boss, this is difficult stuff. Well, it's a little bit more advanced, but still we're trying to connect the dots. Make sense, everybody? Alright? No, it didn't make a higher high, not yet. Okay, didn't make a higher high. But if you would enter the second time, because you must re-enter, you know, look at now at your risk-reward ratio. See everybody? No, this is not wrong. This is the challenge. Make sense, everybody? Boss, but if the market wave is going to continue, it shouldn't make any difference. You don't know. Fair enough? This is the difference. Look in here. This is Ernesto. Extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. Just an example. Ernesto is the orange one. Alright? He entered at the trade number 1 and he pocket. So it's 1 per 2. And Ernesto got out at the circle. Ernesto didn't get out. Okay, didn't pocket small profits. No, there is no right or wrong. Those are two different techniques. Okay. This is one. The other traders, and I'm one of them, and I'm managing my trades with my system. This is not wrong, but it is hard work. Make sense? Now I'm going to exit in here. Make sense, everybody? The market didn't make a hard high yet. I'm going to exit in here. Now my risk. Yes, you can exit 50%, 30%, up to you. But here my risk just increased. For the position that I exit, I must re-enter. Make sense, everybody? Now, one trader said, well, if the market is going to continue its way, it shouldn't make any difference. And this is fair enough. So if the yellow is going to continue, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, right? Give me a second. It shouldn't make any difference. Fair enough, everybody? But I need to take in consideration what? Two variables. Number one, time. You know, I'm going to spend 4 weeks, maybe a month, looking for the market going down against me before it gets up, back up again. And number two, maybe sometimes it's going to even lose. So Ernesto's way it's better, boss. No, there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. But you must figure out a way to recover, okay, and to earn what the plan was. Make sense, everybody? Until we get this trading straight in our mind, we tend to pocket small profits. Right? How many of us, me too, back in time, been there, done this? You know, I have great risk-reward ratio in the beginning, but once the market moves, reverses, goes against me, you know, and when I need to re-enter, a risk-reward ratio doesn't make any sense. And I go to look for another trade on another currency pair or another time frame, and I keep repeating. Why I keep repeating? I'm taking small profits. And then the first loser is going to come, is going to stop me out, and one loser is going to eat 5 to 10 of my profits. Type in the chat, everybody, yes, this is me. How many of us are doing this still today? Yes, this is me, boss. Yes, I am. I'm planning my trade with risk-reward ratio. It's all good, but when times comes to trade, I'm not strong enough. I go out of the trade, and then when I want to re-enter, the trade is gone. There is no setup, risk reward ratio doesn't make any sense. And this is why my account is down. Ernesto is saying, boss, by definition, according to the chapter name, are we trading the market wave, or chapter makes reference to the behavior of the market? Market wave. So what would we need to do in this case? Secondly, considering the orange wave, market can do anything it wants. So what if it doesn't make new highs and push it down? Great question. What do you think? Great question, everybody. What do you think? What's the answer to Lynn's question? Look at the title, support, resistance, pivot points inside the market structure. Boss, what's the solution then? Great question, what do you think? The solution, everybody, and then I need to go. The solution, I'm going to point it, the solution, it takes double effort. The solution, star, it takes double effort, is to trade the short-term trend that is going to recover, that is going to make for the previous exit. Alright, everybody, there is no right or wrong. This is one of the solutions. If you are up in here, and you know that there is a great chance of a reversal, don't trade. Yes, if you exit with 50%, now you enter with 50%. If you exit with 30%, now here you re-enter with 30%. But this 30% should make back all the money that you potentially lost because you exit prematurely. Make sense? So you are not trading this one anymore like this. You are trading the short-term trend. Ah, oh my gosh, very good, right? This is something new to learn. Okay. Boss, aren't the short-term trend risky? Not necessarily. Why? We have traders trading the short-term trends. See, everybody, the difference is in time. Okay? You got out in here, you know, and now with this small short-term trend, you need to get back the $50, $100, $1,000. But you cannot allow yourself to trade the market wave anymore. Why not? Because there is a great chance of reversal. The market didn't make a hard high yet. Okay? So this is the way to go. Boss, what if the market reverses? Well, it's the same, right? It's the same. If the market so what's the difference, everybody? Let's say that you are in and out 30%. You are going to get in 30% again and stop loss down in here. Right? If the market stops you out, you are going to have what is called a small loss. If the market goes your way, you are going to recover from, you are going to earn back what you are supposed to make. Make sense, everybody? what you don't want is to be in a trade for 3, 7, 8 months before the market reverse and go back up. Boss, this is difficult stuff. Well, this is maybe advanced stuff, right? Boss, can I still trade the market wave? Everybody, it's not, there is no right or wrong, makes sense? Let me give you an example. Everybody. Canada CHF. Okay, Canada CHF. We have a trader. Okay, it's like you. He's learning how to trade. We have a trader, and the trader entered in here going long. Okay, and the stop loss was down in here. Stop loss down in here. Okay, now this same trader, you know, entered in here. See everybody? Entered in here. Now, come on J4X. Remember, there is no right or wrong. There you go. There is no right or wrong. Okay. Now this trader, this particular trader, he is still in the game, makes sense? He was not stopped out. Yes, he's still in the game. He was not stopped out. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 January. So he was in the trade for January, February, 2 months. He was in the trade for 2 months, and now the market dropped. Oh boss, but he's still in the trade. He is. But only God knows when this market is going to go up. Okay? So he is locked in a trade. Now, one more time. I'm not saying that he is wrong. He is locked in a trade. Makes sense? And he is using margin. When somebody else would be stopped out in here, or stopped out in here, have a small loser, whatever, you know, and he can move around. There is no right or wrong. Those are two different approaches to the market. Let's say that we will trade the short-term trend based on the market wave behavior. Let's say that we will trade the short-term trend based on the market wave behavior, right? Well, actually it's the other way around. The short-term trend is going to tell you extension, retracement, extension. Okay, everybody? If you can sustain 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months of waiting, then it's alright. If you get anxious, stressed out, desmotivated, then you shouldn't do this. Make sense, everybody? Everybody loves the market wave until it gets to the real account and live money. Fair enough? Everybody loves to trade the market wave because it's safe. Yes, it is safer compared to the short-term trend. But the market wave takes time. Make sense, everybody? And one more time, there is no right or wrong. If you are okay with waiting months and weeks and be stress-free, then go this way. If you prefer quicker, listen to me, if you prefer quicker profits, and I didn't say bigger profits, quicker, then this is not your way. Alright everybody, our time is up, I need to go. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade for freedom.